Hi, I need help. I consider myself to be an expert on the disc model, you know. And I'm challenged, must tell you, trying to get a handle on Elon Musk. I remember writing, an article earlier where I was looking at a sign in the context of D and also C. No, I'm seeing him in a different role with his Twitter and X um, activity and his social media forays. So I just need help. I don't want to take up a lot of time, but please, if you can just quickly type in the chat the letter that's you see is most just one letter, please. Most likely is Elon Musk. Is it D? Driven. When you consider the work that he has done in terms of Tesla and SpaceX and the Boring Company and all sorts of other things, um, and with a view to winning, this passion to succeed. It's not just doing it, but also consider this before him. You didn't send up rockets and then land them back like you land planes. So there's an attention to detail. There's a strong seaside there, but also we all know about his willingness to hold people accountable. And, he's not necessarily there to win friends. All of that is C style. And then, as I say, now this new, this social media aspect of him, where, yeah, and what he has done with Twitter or X or, and the conspiracy theories, all of that. So somebody said what about his SS? Nah, come on, where are you? Self-sacrificing, supportive, be calm, being a team player. Nah, not really. So please, if you can, just quickly, just type in the chat, you know, where you how you would place him, or think about it if you don't want to type, or if you can't type, just think where you would place him. Interesting start to our dialogue. Hi, I am Trevor E.S. Smith. I'm with the Success with People Academy, and today I'll be your guide through harnessing the power of S-style behavior, embracing connection and creativity. We'll be here for 30-35 minutes max. So please just put aside things because this is an important session. We'll be using the discerning model of communication, which basically is built upon the DISC framework. So we know we have the 4 toolkits, 4 bags of behaviors that we use to navigate through life. So there is D, dominance, direct, driven. There is I, influence, impact, inspiration, innovation. There is S, steadiness, support, being a team player, adding calm and understanding through relationships. And then there is this C style, conscientiousness, a lot of caution, a lot of system structure, holding people accountable. So those are the 4 bags of tools. And as you can see on the right here, this white thing is the extended this diamond. And within the diamond, we identify 160 different unique behavioral styles. So what we're saying then is that there are these 4 massive bags of tools that helps us to be able to navigate through life. Now, the key, though, is that these tools are all linked to some kind of outcome. If you want to cut wood, you can use a saw. When you're using the saw, it's not to drive a nail. So you need to link the behavior to the outcome. That's basically what the concept is about. All right. So if we think about a behavior, assertively driving performance, that would be classified as this style behavior. Now, the linked outcome to assertively driving performance would be goal attainment, or you could have it as having a winning mindset. That's the idea. The idea is you look at the behavior and you see the outcome. That's what the framework does for you. All right. So if you're, for example, casting a role to deliver results, as many of us are. Your coaching could point you in the direction of the D toolkit, right? And guide you as to which behaviors within the toolkit would be appropriate. So, for example, if you did an extended this behavioral assessment and you did the role fit analysis, you would get a number of actual behavioral competencies that would help you to achieve your role, to successfully perform your role. That's what the idea is. The idea is to look at an outcome and to look at what behaviors could produce that. So when we're talking about flexing or harnessing a different behavioral style, what you need to do then is to understand the mindset and the philosophy that underpins the toolkit. So bottom line though is that there are behaviors, or there is a specific behavior that is ideal for every situation. One behavior works best. And so key then, the secret is to be in a position where you learn to identify which behavior is ideal for this situation, and also know to be able to use it. Right? So that's the kind of framework, and then doubling down on the idea of looking at your outcome and looking to see which behaviors are ideal in terms of helping you to achieve those outcomes. So that's basically the idea. So if we are looking at a situation where you're head of a HIV testing clinic, you definitely need to flip the C style switch. I don't care what behavioral style is your preferred style, but you need to make sure that all of the procedures are followed, etc. So compliance is a top priority for you, and you have to find that then within the raft of C style behaviors. If conflict resolution is on your table right now, then you might want to look within the S style toolkit for ideal, appropriate behaviors. That's the concept. So let's move on, because today I'm supposed to teach you, I'll give you some quick insights, a cheat sheet plus some actions that will help you to harness the critical I style behavior, because right now I style is in high demand in this rapid changing innovative environment. People are looking out for I style behavior. I can tell you, in my neck of the woods, I've had a major problems. I've had people, CEOs, who have said, I would never knowingly employ somebody with an I style. That person couldn't function today, because that's where the competitiveness is coming from, it's flowing from. Yeah. So that's a key thing. And if this is not your preferred style, listen up, because you need to be able to pull up some I style in order to be more effective, in order to increase your impact and influence. So how do we identify it? Quickly, we can look at just some of the things on the surface. Is this warmth, this friendliness, this capacity for impacting you? You know, you feel a connectiveness on a deeper level. It's not just the hi, hello, good morning. It is I understand you, but also it's that willingness to open up, to be transparent, and to tell you your business, no problem. This is what I'm going through. This is where I am. And so you feel comfortable or less uncomfortable sharing with them. That's part of it. And there's an energy, a vibe that, you know, sort of inspires you, where you feel a little down and they're bouncing, ready to go. That's part of what the I style brings to the table, that kind of dynamic that makes a difference to how a team performs. And if you have an idea, yes, I will support you. I'm a early adopter. I will buy in. I will be there. I will help you. That's what is required in today's environment. And of course, the capacity to think outside of the box, that coloring outside of the lines, that's part of that innovation, that creativity that the I style brings to the table. So I'm telling you that Organizations are desperately looking for individuals who have this. The only problem is that HR has screened them out in the interview process, in the screening process, definitely, because this person is too idle, yeah, I don't know what is the word, too giddy. They're not serious enough. So yeah, we're looking for salespeople. Yeah, we can choose one of these. You want a PR agent? Yeah, but leaders? No, no, no. These people are not serious enough. That's a mindset that went before. Today, no. iStyle. You need to look at this style and to understand it a little bit better. So let me run forward with some of this. Yeah, inspiration that we talked about and that capacity to influence, to persuade. Yes, you are going to buy what I'm selling because I'm so sold on it and I'm so persuasive and I'm so warm and I'm so connected to you that you are going to buy. And we talk about the insight, the capacity to see things from another angle. We miss that. But did we think about this? I jokingly do in my workshops, I talk about that early incentive to color the cow green or purple, and to, shade outside of the lines. That's what the adult iStyle is bringing. But instead of bringing chaos, well, today now disruption is what we're seeking. Yeah, it might be a little disruptive, but in a positive way. Yes, that is why we have a device that we work with. That is a cell, is a telephone, a calculator, everything what you can think about. Also, it is a connector. It's a connector. That's critical. So this is the heart of innovation. At the same time, it is a connectedness, an interconnected issue or benefit. So the impressionable. I'm not going to go through every one of these because remember, we want to be out of here in 30, 35 minutes. But the whole idea is that if you're going to sell ideas and if you're going to be expecting people to receive and accept your ideas, you also need to be receptive. So that's why the impressionable is there, that the iStyle somehow sees value in most anything. I am on board. I will listen. Yeah. And you might say, hey, these people are, you're so naive, etc. Yeah, but let me support you. Let me hear. I'm open. Yes. And we talk about the interest in people is there. The impulse is what people use to beat individuals who have a preference for the iStyle, that they seem to be impulsive. They move from one thing to the other, etc. And we want serious people that are focused. And if this once a job has been begun, never leave it till it's done. That's a style code for focus one thing at a time. Do not multitask. The iStyle favorite role in the circus is the juggler. And the iStyle says, listen, I can put up more things. And because of the desire to excel and to wow, the iStyle might actually throw up more objects than they can really manage. And so the critics will look and say, hey, you dropped one. But nobody is looking to see, but hey, that's pretty neat. That's 4, that's 5 going there. Yeah. Okay, so the 6th dropped, and everybody's saying, look at that, you're making a mess, you're dropping it. Yeah, that's part of the challenge that we have. So if you are, because that's my role today, if you are to adapt to this iStyle, one of the things that you have to understand is that you might be multitasking, yes, and something might fall, but do not focus on what has dropped, unless, of course, it's some critical, so you don't drop that. But think about what it is that you're keeping going, yes, and find ways to keep things going, because that's part of what iStyle brings to the table. The logic is, as you said, maybe that's it. The idea that you could actually go beyond your limit, but that's how you learn. Yeah. So one time it was 2, and then you got to 3, and so you test the limits. That's part of iStyle. That, yeah, it's sugar-coated deal in a sense, in that we want success and we're going to push to the limits, but we want to do it in a nice, pleasant, easy to swallow way. So some classical examples, look at that. Right? So for all of those who thinking that lifestyle is just idle and happy-go-lucky, and so, no, look at that. This is Apple. Yeah, this is the vision behind Apple. Is so he is not only a tech visionary, but also the storytelling and the understanding of people and that connection. Because that's what it is. So if Apple comes out with any device, you're gonna go with it because of the connection, because of that ability to convey information in a way that lands well with you. That's iStyle. And then, of course, Oprah is another one who uses the iStyle, so that talk show, that ability to reach out to you and to have a sense that I know you, I understand you, and I know that that you care. That's part of what iStyle brings to the table. All right. Okay. All right. So life the iStyle way. What am I trying to work on here now? Is I'm giving you, this is the first step. I'm giving you a 5-point cheat sheet. I'm going to give you 9 steps after this to show you how you can, in fact, adapt or adopt, if you want to take it on more fully, the iStyle behavior. The first thing is develop an inclination, see the value of this wow, instead of just basically going through the norms and oh yeah, this is where I am and this is who I am, and we're gonna do things in this kind of way. I would suggest really that you push forward and have this idea of this extra, this thing where people would say, wow, yes, look for that wow factor in everything that you do. Right? So you create memorable moments. Years after, people might remember something that you did or said, an email, that you can treasure to say, yeah, something that you did that's different. So that's the key. The other thing would be go through your norm, right? So you're going to look at life. You can't help it. You're going to look through your conventional lenses, but then stop a little bit and then go back and just think, what could somebody else see in this situation? How would they view this particular situation? So see if you can have an alternative perspective on what life is throwing out to you. Yeah. See what is missing. Yeah. What would somebody who is coming from a different perspective see that I'm not seeing? Yeah. Those are the questions that in the team meeting, the iStyle colleague asked. Those are some of the suggestions that come from way out of left field that you're saying, where did that come from? That's what you need to practice at home, or when you're driving, you commute, or whatever it is. Just start to look at things and to see if there is another angle that you are missing, or that someone, it might be strange, it might not seem to make sense, but still go there. Still go there. The other thing would be curiosity. Be curious. Seek the thrill of new experiences. Explore life. Explore life. Yeah. So take on a new approach to living, where you are, seeing life as an adventure, and that there are wonderful, innovative possibilities out there. Yeah. Just at least open up your mind to them. You might not have to do all of them. I'm not suggesting that you go and do bungee jumping right now, but at least you could think of something different. Yeah, what you're doing. All right. So here's a good one. So you're gonna look at, as I say, life is an adventure from an iStyle perspective, and the people are a key part of the adventure. So see how you can connect and uncover new mysteries. Look at new connections like that. You meet someone, what's behind them? What are they doing? What are they thinking? What are the things that are foremost in their mind? So you, you're not going to be concerned. You're not going to be looking for things to share in a conversation. What is it about me that might be of interest to them? So look at unlocking the mysteries. Yeah. I tell a story all the time that I've known a colleague for a very long time. It's a friend actually for a very long time. And I introduced that friend to another friend who has a preference for the eye style. And in this few minutes of conversation, I learned a lot about my longtime friend because of how the conversation went and the kinds of questions that my eye style friend would ask and get an answer to. I wouldn't think of asking those questions. So that's it. And then feel free to experiment. I tell you about the juggling. Yeah. Errors are not a setback, man. Yeah. Part of the adventure. Yeah. Nothing tried, nothing gained. So you go and okay, so you make a mistake, fix it, and move forward again. That's part of the mindset. All right. So that's the 5 step. But then we're going to give you now some details so that you can actually get there. The first is, of course, your self-awareness. And I'm suggesting that you have to know yourself first before you can actually seek to go and adopt other behavioral styles. And you need to get it at a granular level. There are different nuances, within each of the toolkits. So you need to have an assessment. Yes, I'm boldly just suggesting to you that it can't be just a surface thing. You really do need to get a granular assessment. I'm telling you, of course, we prefer to use extended disc, but if you want to use another, that's fine. But get some, some diagnostics done in respect to your behavior. And then add value, that's why I put in the Oprah and the Job, Steve Jobs, that because the whole idea behind it is to show you how valuable lifestyle behavior is. And so if you look at the world's most competitive countries, lifestyle behavior is in demand and is in use. And so I'm just suggesting then that this attempt at flexing or adapting this style has value and should be given, some importance. And cultivate enthusiasm, man, in your daily thing. Be bubbly. If that's a hard thing, okay, fine. But at least be positive, right? Accentuate the positive. Don't only see the negative things. And as you relate to tasks, how about you, whistle, and then be, enthusiastic when you're talking to people, man. It's not, not bad day, I'm sorry, I'm sad. Oh, come on, bubble, push. All right. And then the connection, go deeper. I just had a dialogue with somebody who was talking about a friend and how amazing that friend is because of the depth of the conversation, of the relationships that person had, that it's meaningful. The conversations are meaningful and there's depth. That's something that you want to look at. You want to engage. You want to embrace people and their interests. You want to find out more. What is it that is happening? And it's not just on a surface thing. You really are interested. Right? And of course, your creativity. You want to encourage that. As a matter of fact, I'm suggesting that you surround yourself with stimuli, colors and activities, all sorts of things that could actually encourage people. And then your hobbies, look at doing some new things. I don't know what it is. Do some Sudoku or something, knitting. But also see if you can connect with friends who are creative. Yes, get involved with that. Go to a art class, and a mindset again. Embrace novelty and adventure. Yeah, be open. Try new things, man. Meet new people. Explore uncharted territories. Maybe not physically geography, but that's the whole idea of moving into new things. All right. Change your clothing colors. Yeah, start to wear some canary yellow and all of that. But key also in the workplace, you can look at creative projects. Look at things that you could do. Suppose you guys could create a little video or a mini movie about life in your department. Uh, and then positivity. Keep the vibes going. Keep the vibes going at home, at work, wherever. Uh, so you could actually even have those kind of things. Yes, not messy, but start to put up some artwork or some quotes or something. Just make enliven the place. And then, of course, there are going to be errors. You remember that juggling? Yeah, the sixth object fell on the ground. What are you going to do about that? You have to fix it. You have to own to what has happened, to the mistake you made, to the error, to the failure to meet your targets, whatever. So you have to embrace it, but embrace it from a position of adventure. This is part of it. So when we have all of these adventures, it's not just good things. Somebody's going to fall in quicksand, attacked by a lion. Some things are going to happen, but that's part of the excitement. That's part of the adventure. So accept it, learn from it, modify your behavior, and then go again. That's the lifestyle philosophy that drives this excitement and this reason why people are looking for this kind of behavior. And then, of course, you want a support network, and you will be a part of that network where you want to look at individuals who will appreciate the fact that you have gone to this extent to embrace the lifestyle and to learn to use it when necessary. So connect with those kinds of people. Yes? All right. So what are the key takeaways from this whole thing now? The whole thing is that being able, I think in the last time I spoke about it, I'd saying that the capacity to pull up the appropriate behavior every time is like walking on water. It is very important, though, that you can, in fact, increase your impact and influence by being able to use different behaviors as appropriate. We go to commissariat with somebody who has lost a family member. Yeah, it's a solemn, calm peace. It's not a rush. It's not looking at your watch to say, well, okay, let me just pop in. Yeah. And then demonstrate. I can't stay long, and just really come to say, don't bother go in. Don't bother to go. Don't bother to go if you can't do the right thing. So, yeah, if you are a playmaker at an all-inclusive hotel, you need to have a lifestyle thing. It's not really about pulling up spreadsheets and so on. It's a different mindset. So every situation requires a different kind of behavior, a different mindset, a different approach. And if you want to increase your influence and impact and be more successful, get yourself in the mood to be thinking in that direction. Yeah? So that you can then move from your report, your analysis as to who you are, and to say, okay, I need to modify this, I need to modify that in order to get it. So that's the kind of coaching that you would get along with our discerning communication model. And that will help you to adapt quickly. So you can just have a conversation. You don't have to be committed. Send me an email, info@successwithpeople.org, and I can tell you some more about how that works. So that's basically your next steps would be review, go back through this video and get extended disc behavioral DNA assessment, and just, let me send you some literature on the discerning model of communication and leadership. The model is at no cost, not the disc assessment. All right, so info@successwithpeople.org, or just WhatsApp me. I'm there, I'm open, I'm transparent. 876-535-6677. And by the way, these live cast recordings are on our YouTube channel. So it's youtube.com and it's at Extended Disc Solutions, one word, Extended Disc Solutions. That's where you can get all of these live casts. All right. So happy to have a conversation. We are SHRM recertification providers, which means that when we do assessments, you can actually get professional development credits that can be used for SHRM CP or SCP recertification. That means that we function at high international quality standards. And we use our discerning model as well as our granular behavioral DNA assessments from extended disk to make a difference in how individuals, teams, and organizations perform. Please send me an email at info@successwithpeople.org. I'm Trevor E.S. Smith. Thank you for your time.